Okay, so this one's a little bit different than the other ones. In order to do this one, what we need to do is break ride. Doesn't really matter what we break ride. And when we break ride, we need to grab specifically Metatron. And you might be thinking, but we have so many grade 3s in hand, why would we need to grab Metatron? Well, we need to grab it specifically because it's 10k base. Oh, you can't actually see what cards are in the damage zone. I'll try and figure that one out. But the reason why we needed to grab Metatron was because we need to have these 11Ks in our damage zone to swap out during the battle phase. So that's why you have to get rid of the weak 10k base so that we can hit the 11k body. So now, when we have everything else established, what we need to do is use Hope Child Turiel, counterblasting the perfect guard that we just put into our hands, and putting the 11k Celestial into our damage zone and not Metatron. That way we can still do damage swapping when we grab this card. I don't honestly remember its name off the top of my head, but we call this. We'll move the 11k Celestial, or we'll move Danielle into the damage zone. And then we will grab... Can't remember this card's name either. Card names. How does they work? But this is essentially what your final field will look like when you're ready to bonk them upside the head. You need to deal 5 damage, and this is how we do it. When this card hits, counterblast 1, search your damage zone for a face-up card and call it to rearguard circle, and then place this card into your damage zone face-up. So we are going to counterblast cards that we don't need to use, so Danielle would qualify for this. And then we can call out one of our 11Ks. And then we bonk him. Takes a long time to bonk people in this game. Then we're going to bonk him again. And then the reason why we strode into Uriel is because Uriel's skill is when it hits, place the top 3, or choose one of the top 3 cards of your deck, place it into your damage zone, and if there's a grade 2 in your damage zone, you can superior call it to rearguard circle, and it gets 2,000 power until end of turn. So, putting a 9k rearguard into our battlefield at this point will make it an 11k, so it will be strong enough to hit. But none of the cards that we place into our damage zone from the tops of our decks will actually end up being strong enough, or even grade 2 for that matter. But that's why we left the card that was originally face up in our damage zone face up the entire time. And then bonk for 11, and then we are a winner combat. Now you can tell all of your friends that you're really good at Vanguard. Aw, yeah.